Well, hello again. It is April 15th, and we are in the book of Joshua, chapter 19, verse 1 through chapter 20, verse 9. And here it reads, Then the second lot fell to Simeon, to the tribe of the sons of Simeon, according to their families, and their inheritance was in the midst of the inheritance of the sons of Judah. So they had as their inheritance Beersheba, or Sheba, and Moladah, and Hazar Shual, and Bala, and Ezem, and El Tolad, and Bethuel, and Hormah, and Ziklag, and Beth Markaboth, and Hazar Suzah, and Beth Leboath, and Shurahin, 13 cities with their villages, Ain, Rimmon, Ether, and Ashan, 4 cities with their villages, and all the villages which were around these cities as far as Baalath Beer, Ramah of the Negev. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the sons of Simeon, according to their families. The inheritance of the sons of Simeon was taken from the portion of the sons of Judah, for the share of the sons of Judah was too large for them. So the sons of Simeon received an inheritance in the midst of Judah's inheritance. Now the third lot came for the sons of Zebulun according to their families, and the territories of their inheritance was so far as Sered. Then their border went up to the west and to Maralah. It then touched Dabbesheth and reached to the brook that is before Jokneam. Then it turned from Sered to the east toward the sunrise as far as the border of Chisloth Tabor, and it proceeded to Tabarath and up to Japhiah. From there it continued eastward toward the sunrise to Gath Hefer, to Ethkazin, and it proceeded to Rimmon, which stretched to Neah. The border circled around it on the north to Hanathan, and it ended at the valley of Iphtahel. Included also were Kata and Nahala and Shimron and Idalah and Bethlehem, 12 cities with their villages. This was the inheritance of the sons of Zebulun, according to their families, these cities with their villages. The fourth lot fell to Issachar, to the sons of Issachar, according to their families. Their territories was at Jezreel, and included Chesulloth and Shunan, and Hapharaim, and Shion, and Anahareth, and Abith, and Kishan, and Ebez, and Rimoth, and En-Ganim, and En-Haddah, and Beth Pazaz. The border reached to Tabor and Shahazahum, and Beth-Shemesh, and their border ended at the Jordan, 16 cities with their villages. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the sons of Issachar, according to their families, the cities with their villages. Now the fifth lot fell to the tribe of the sons of Asher, according to their families. Their territory was Helkath and Hali, and Beaton and Ashva, and Alamelech, and Amid and Mishal, and it reached to Carmel on the west, and to Shihor Libnath. It turned toward to the east of Beth Dagon, and reached to Zebulun, and to the valley of Iphtahel, northward to Beth Emek and Neiel. Then it proceeded on north to Kabul, and Ebron, and Rehob, and Hammon, and Cana, as far as Great Sidon. The border turned to Ramah, and to the fortified city of Tyre. Then the border turned to Hosah, and it ended at the sea by the region of Achzib. Included also were Ummah, and Aphek, and Rehob, 22 cities with their villages. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the sons of Israel of Asher, according to their families, these cities with their villages. The sixth lot fell to the sons of Naphtali, according to their families. Their border was from Heleph, from the oak in Zaanaim, and Adamai Nekeb, and Jabneel, as far as Lakum, and it ended at the Jordan. Then the border turned westward to Aznoth Tabor, and proceeded from there to Hukok, And it reached to Zebulun on the south, and touched Asher on the west, and to Judah at the Jordan toward the east. The fortified cities were Ziddim, Zer, and Hamath, Rakath, and Shinnereth, and Adamah, and Ramah, and Hazor, and Kadesh, and Edrei, and En Hazor, and Uran, and Migdal, Horem, and Beth Anath, and Beth Shemesh, 19 cities with their villages. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the sons of Naphtali according to their families, the cities with their villages. The seventh lot fell to the tribe of the sons of Dan according to their families. The territory of their inheritance was Zorah, and Eshtaol, and Ir-Shemesh, and Sha'alabin, and Jalan, and Ithiah, and Elon, and Timnah, and Ekron, and El-Tekeh, and Gibbethon, and Baalath, and Jehud, and Bena-Berek, and Gath-Rimmon, and Mizrakan, and Ket-Rakon, with the territory over against Joppa. The territory of the sons of Dan proceeded beyond them, for the sons of Dan went up and fought with Leshem and captured it. Then they struck it with the edge of the sword and possessed it and settled in it. And they called Leshem Dan, after the name of Dan, their father. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the sons of Dan, according to their families, these cities with their villages. When they finished apportioning the land for inheritance by its borders, the sons of Israel gave an inheritance in their midst to Joshua the son of Nun. In accordance with the command of the Lord, they gave him the city from which he asked, Timnath-Serah, in the hill country of Ephraim. So he built the city and settled in it. These are the inheritance which Eleazar the priest and Joshua the son of Nun and the heads of the households of the tribes of the sons of Israel distributed by lot in Shiloh before the Lord at the doorway of the tent of meeting. So they finished dividing the land. Chapter 20. Then the Lord spoke to Joshua, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, saying, Designate the cities of refuge, of which I spoke to you through Moses, that the manslayer who kills any person unintentionally without premeditation may flee there, and they shall become your refuge from the avenger of blood. He shall flee to one of the cities, and shall stand at the entrance of the gate of the city, and state his case in the hearing of the elders of that city, and they shall take him into the city to them, and to give him a place, so that he may dwell among them. Now, if the avenger of blood pursues him, then they shall not deliver the manslayer into his hand, because he struck his neighbor without premeditation, and did not hate him beforehand. He shall dwell in that city until he stands before the congregation for judgment, until the death of the one who is high priest in those days. Then the manslayer shall return to his own city and to his own house, to the city from which he fled. So they set apart Kadesh in Galilee, in the hill country of Naphtali, and Shechem in the hill country of Ephraim, and Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron, in the hill country of Judah. Beyond the Jordan, east of the Jericho, they designated Bezer in the wilderness on the plain from the tribe of Reuben, and Ramoth in Gilead from the tribe of Gad, and Golan in Bashan from the tribe of Manasseh. These were the appointed cities for all the sons of Israel, and for the stranger who sojourns among them, that whoever kills any person unintentionally may flee there, and not die by the hand of the avenger of blood until he stands before the congregation. Interesting. All right. And those were called cities of refuge, if you ever hear that phrase. All right. So continuing on to Psalm 46, verse 1 through 6. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear, though the earth should change, and though the mountains slip into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam, though the mountains quake at its swelling pride. There is a river from whose streams may glad the city of God, the holy dwelling places of the Most High. God is in the midst of her. She will not be moved. God will help her when morning dawns. The nations made an uproar. The kingdoms tottered. He raised his voice. The earth melted. All right, and quickly on to Proverbs 14, verse 7 through 11. Leave the presence of a fool, or you will not discern words of knowledge. Now that preaches a lot. The wisdom of the sensible is to understand his way, but the foolishness of fools is deceit. Fools mock at sin, but among the upright there is goodwill. The heart knows its own bitterness, and a stranger does not share its joy. The house of the wicked will be destroyed, but the tent of the upright will flourish. All right. That's the end of April 15th. Thank you. God bless. Hope to see you soon.